The Writer's Haven. I want to tell you a story. Once upon a time, in a quaint book-filled corner of a sleepy little town, there stood an unassuming bookstore named Writer's Haven. It was a place of wonder and mystery, known far and wide for its peculiar collection of books. In the heart of this store, hidden among the dusty shelves, lay the most extraordinary book of them all, the Chronicle of Imagination. The Chronicle was an unassuming tome, its cover plain and leather-bound. To the casual observer, it appeared no different from the rest, but those who knew its secrets treasured it above all else. The book was whispered to be enchanted, for it possessed the remarkable ability to craft its own stories and bring them to life. The keeper of the Writer's Haven, an elderly woman named Eliza, was the sole guardian of the Chronicle. Her eyes, ancient and wise, held the knowledge of centuries spent nurturing this magical tome. Every night she would retire to a cosy nook in her store, surrounded by flickering candlelight, and let the Chronicle work its wonders. The stories it penned were vivid and enchanting. They transcended the boundaries of imagination and reality, blending the two in a harmonious dance. There were tales of dragons that soared through the skies, forests that whispered secrets, and pirates who searched for lost treasure. The characters leaped off the pages, their voices echoing in the quiet corners of the bookstore. One evening, a young girl named Lara wandered into Writer's Haven. She was an orphan with a wild imagination, seeking refuge from the storms of life. Her eyes fell upon the Chronicle of Imagination, and as she reached out to touch it, Eliza approached with a knowing smile. "Ah, young one, you found the most remarkable book in all the world," Eliza said. "Would you like to see its magic?" Lara nodded, her eyes shining with curiosity. Eliza placed the book in her hands and began to whisper incantations known only to her. The Chronicle responded to her touch, and its pages began to rustle as if caught in a gentle breeze. To Lara's amazement, words appeared on the pages, forming a story that unfolded before her very eyes. It was a tale of a young girl much like herself, who discovered a hidden world filled with talking animals, glowing mushrooms, and endless adventure. As the words flowed from the book, the world it described came to life around her. Lara was no longer in Writer's Haven, but in the enchanted forest from the Chronicles story. She could hear the laughter of the talking animals and the wind rustling through the towering trees. She felt alive, truly alive, for the first time in her young life. As she journeyed through this enchanted world, Lara encountered challenges and discovered her own inner courage. The adventure was more real than any she could have ever imagined, and she knew that she was part of the story, her destiny intertwined with the book's magic. Days turned into weeks, and Lara's absence from the bookstore raised concerns. Eliza, worried but hopeful, continued to watch over the Chronicle of Imagination, waiting for the day when the book would return its story to its pages. And return it did. Lara appeared one evening clutching the Chronicle, her eyes filled with wonder and tales of her own adventures. She had grown not just in stature but in spirit. The story she had lived had changed her, and her heart was now as enchanted as the book itself. As the years passed, Writer's Haven became a sanctuary for those in search of a magical adventure, all inspired by the remarkable Chronicle of Imagination. The bookstore thrived, and the tales it shared transformed lives, reminding those who entered that, in a world filled with enchantment, one only needed an open heart and a little imagination to discover the magic hidden within their own story.